426 drones, 24 missiles, 2 civilians dead, 15 injured, and Kyiv's night sky lit up like it was New Year's Eve. Except this wasn't a celebration. It was an invasion. Yeah, Russia just unleashed one of its biggest drone and missile attacks on Ukraine since the war began in 2022. And while you are scrolling through Instagram or trying to figure out why Elon renamed Twitter again, the people of Kyiv were literally hiding underground in subway stations as explosions tore through their neighborhoods. Let's talk about what went down and, more importantly, why it's escalating now. 426 drones. That's not a typo. That's what Ukraine's Air Force reported. Russia sent hundreds of Shahid-style drones buzzing through the air like mosquitoes on steroids. Out of those, 23 drones actually hit the targets, including residential buildings, a kindergarten, and civilian infrastructure in Kyiv. This wasn't a precision strike. It was a message, a scorched earth message. And here's the kicker. At the same time, Ukrainian drones were flying into Moscow, causing chaos at the capital's airports. Thousands of Russians were stranded, sleeping on the floor, wondering if the next sound they heard was a boarding call or an air raid siren. Russia's Ministry of Defense claimed they shot down 117 Ukrainian drones overnight. You know what that means? This is no longer just a war zone. This is an air war. A drone for drone, strike for strike escalation. President Zelenskyy didn't mince words. He called the attack an assault on humanity. And he's right. When drones are hitting kindergartens and apartment buildings, we're not talking about military targets anymore. We're talking about terror by technology. But while Ukraine's cities are burning, its diplomacy is still running. Zelenskyy said he's pushing for new ceasefire talks next week. Because peace is apparently now scheduled like a dentist appointment. Meanwhile, Trump, yes, that Trump, has been trying to broker a ceasefire with Putin. Except last week, Trump got tired of waiting for Putin to pick up the phone and instead announced a new wave of Patriot missile systems headed to Ukraine. If that sounds like a ceasefire to you, maybe you've been watching too many Marvel movies, because it's in Avengers Endgame. It's real, it's bloody, and it's far from over. Let's talk peace, or the lack of it. Putin says he's open to negotiations, but his terms include Ukraine giving up the land Russia has already taken, never joining NATO, and basically signing a pinky promise to stay neutral forever. Zelensky's response? A hard no, because Ukraine's not about to gift wrap sovereignty and hand it over like it's a fruit basket. In Ivano-Frankivsk, western Ukraine, officials say they just suffered the worst bombardment of the entire war. 4 people hurt, including a child. In Kharkiv, 12 strikes in one night. Civilian factories torched. That's not a military strategy. That's war crime waiting for a UN investigation that'll take 10 years to write and still do nothing. So here's where we're at. Ukraine's getting pounded. Russia's turning drone warfare into a daily ritual. Airports in Moscow are becoming no-fly zones. And the rest of the world, they're watching, posting solidarity selfies, maybe announcing another sanction package that'll take weeks to implement. Zelenskyy said it best. Only real pressure on Russia can stop this aggression. Until then, the sky over Kyiv is going to stay lit up, and not in a good way.